Alrighty, guys, welcome back to some APBA Golf Pro Golf board game. APBA Golf. It is, oh yeah, it's been a long time since we played some APBA Golf. Actually, um, no real reason other than I just been busy with other projects and doing other things and everything. I really like APBA Golf. I've been watching our top 100 board games of all time. It's probably going to be on there somewhere. I'm not going to tell you whether or not it is on there or anything, but I'm telling you, APBA Golf. I love this game, and especially I love it with the Game Caddy. So let's go to the Game Caddy here. So if you've been on my channel for a few years, you probably know a little bit about the Game Caddy. But the Game Caddy is a home designed program to help you play APBA Golf, and it's by Scott Muller, and he's done a great job with this. It's basically an Excel file that you can use to help you. And I had him on the channel a couple times, and we've done some videos together. But I would highly, highly recommend you go and check out his YouTube channel. He's done a bunch of tutorial videos now on the Game Caddy on YouTube. Just do a search. What you should see is his little program. And there's his little logo and everything. And there is the information that you can get. If you want a copy of this, you can just email smuller9@gmail.com. There's the link to the Game Caddy webpage and the video tutorials that I mentioned. So all I know about golf, I learned from Grand Theft Auto Vice City, says Phoenix Knight. Oh my gosh. This is a labor of love, this program. It is so good, but it's one of these things that is so complex and so involved and so deep. I just hope to make it look much better than I can actually do it. This is one of these things. I haven't played with this in probably 6 months, and he's come out with several versions of that, so some of this stuff is all brand new into it. I'm going to just try my best to fiddle through a little bit, take one little golfer, do a couple holes, and show you guys how it is, and just try to get back in the swing of things here. Whew, let's do this. So the Game Caddy. First thing we need to do is we need to set up what we can do in the Game Caddy. Oh, again, if you're just joining me or you're still a little confused what's going on, you do not need APBA Golf, this program, to play APBA Golf. If you have the board game and you're playing on the board game, great. If you want help playing this game and use a graphic interface, Excel file to help you, you can get this program from Scott, the designer of this, and he will send it to you. And you can check out the tutorial videos, and you can have a great time with it. It's up to you what you do with it. So I'm just introducing it to you. It's a free thing. The only way you get it, though, is get it from the designer, and he will email it to you. So, all right, let's get to it, shall we? So we need to go in the Game Caddy, right? And I keep saying we should get into it, and then I keep backing out because I want to make it very clear. This is going to look very complex and it's going to look very involved, and yes, it is. But this game makes playing APBA Golf so easy and calculates everything for you perfectly. Makes it a lot funner to do it. It just takes a little bit of practice to know what you're looking at, what to click on, and everything. So give the Game Caddy a chance. Go check out some of his tutorials if you're interested in it. Post a message, send him an email, whatever. He'll send it to you. It's a great resource. Anyways, hopefully this will be the last time. Let's get into it and show you guys what we're doing. All right. So you can see down here it comes with a couple courses already built in. Magnolia and Seaside. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to Metro DC, which I actually loaded in, and you can see it has all the information on the courses. And again, that information is basically just taken from the player board. See, number 1, DC Metro is a par 4, 402 yards. This is the layout of the hole, etc., etc. And you can see, we go back to our game caddy here. All right. So what we need to do is we need to go, I'm trying to remember exactly, I just watched a bunch of tutorial videos, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Conditions tab. Conditions, there we go. We're going to go to the Conditions tab. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll, and we're going to find out, we're going to use the 1 die, and we're going to find out what the pin placement is going to be. Let's roll the die. Oh, roll the die. Roll? Did I roll? Did it roll? Oh, it did. Okay. Normally it like spins to another color, but I guess it didn't. All right. So 1 die is 4. So we're going to be using pin placement number 4. So what we're going to do is we are going to pin placement over here. We're just going to click on pin number, and it's going to cycle through until we get to number 4. There we go. Now let's check for a wind condition. Now this course, let's see if we look at the actual, it is rated a C. C is in Charlie. It's rated as C, so you can see here we're going to roll on this with 2d6. And we're going to roll 32. So 32. So 11 to 46 on a C is going to be a calm day. So it's going to be a calm day. So again, you click on the wind, and it would just cycle through these until you get to calm. Right? And we're just going to leave it at calm. All right? Then we're going to find out the course conditions. Right, so we did the wind, it's a calm day, the course conditions. All right, so we are going to roll 2d12. Are you ready for that? Here we go. Roll the dice. Roll the 7. 7 is going to be 6 to 8. Looks like that is going to be normal. So again, you can cycle through the conditions by just clicking on there. We are just going to go back to normal. So we got pin position number 4. We are got a calm day, and we have normal conditions. All right. So that is good to know. So you will see with our calm conditions, we're not going to get, or the conditions of the course are 0. So we're not going to get any extra fairway roll or any extra green roll. You can see that's right there. Okay. The next thing we would do is you would go in and input your player into the game caddy. You're just going to take your player card, and you're going to put your woods and iron information, your momentum, your bounce back, shot making, sand, clutch, and scramble. So that all that information is on the cards, and we're going for pin position number 4. I'm going to put this down there so I know where I'm shooting at. Pin position number 4. All right. We're, of course, going to be using golfer Curtis Strange. He's got a normal wood of 6 and an iron of 5. All right. All right. So, of course, we can use the big boards, right? We can use the big player boards and everything, but that's not what we're here. We're here to check out. We're here to check out our gameplay with the game caddy. So we're going to be using the game caddy. We're going to be switching back and forth. So, all right. So what we need to do is we need to go back to Metro DC. And what we have to do is transfer the hole. So you click on this transfer the hole, and it asks you basically which hole do you want to play. We're going to play hole number 1. Let's play hole number 1. All right. So it's going to automatically transfer that information. And you can see up here in the top left-hand corner, you can see it's 405 yards. Right? 405 yards. Right? Okay. So we are just going to be doing the one golfer to make things a little easier for us. Let's go ahead and get ready to do this. So Curtis Strange, wood is 6 means he tends to go to the right, but there's plenty of extra space over there to the right. So I'm just going to aim right down, or I'm just going to shoot it right down. Just go right down the middle. We're not going to be too worried. There's a little bit extra room over there on the right hand side. If he slices it to the right, got a little bit of extra room. So we're just going to aim down the middle. Hope for a good shot. Let's see what we can do. Is APBA Golf your favorite golf game? Yes. There we go. Curtis Strange. 35 is a 6. Well, guess what? 6 is his normal wood. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on the all-in-one menu. Oh, I have to select his clubs. Correct. I have to select his clubs first. So we're going to go with a 3-wood. We're going to go with the 3-wood. We're going to go with the 2-iron. We get one more. 5-wood. All right. There we go. There's the 3 clubs we selected. Now we'll check the all-in-one menu. The reason that's important is the clubs you don't select will actually be grayed out. So we can't actually hit any of these clubs. We can't hit a hybrid. We can't hit this. It automatically selected the driver for us. Oh, Dave's playing APBA hockey right now. Awesome, Dave. Cool. It selected the driver for us. Obviously, we wanted to try something different. We could, but we're just going to keep it on the driver. And we're going to roll the dice. And you can click the roll dice button, and it will roll the dice for you. But, as you can see, I'm not, oops, you guys can't see anything because I forgot to switch cameras. There you go. Yeah, sorry. My bad. So let me start over. Okay, let's just close. There we go. So there's the caddy. I'm sorry. Yep, you're right. I should make sure I switch over. So when you club selections, here all the ones with the gray are automatically. You get a driver and you get a 4-iron all the way down to a sand wedge. You get all those automatically. Then you can select 3 more, and you just simply put an X in the ones you want. If I wanted to have a 4-wood instead of a 5-wood, I could just put that X in there. Whatever clubs you want, you choose from there. So I'm going to go back and just select the 3 clubs, which are going to be my 3-wood, my 5-wood, and my 2-iron. Or do we want to go with 3-iron? Now we'll go with 2-iron. That's fine. All right. So once you have selected, you put your golfer information in up at the top here. You've gone to your course and you've transferred the hole. You've gone through the conditions and you've added the pin position, how windy it is, and the course conditions, and you've done all the rolls either within the game Caddie or you're rolling the dice yourself. You can then finally go and take your first hole. Yay! All right. So again, the easy way to do it is click on the all-in-one menu. This big, huge button there. We click on it, and it brings this up. If you didn't select all of your clubs, like I had forgotten to do that, you'll get a message, and it'll say you need to select your clubs. And so that's what that message is about. If you do select your clubs, then this is what comes up. This is your all-in-one menu. It's selected the driver. It has grayed out all the clubs we didn't select. We didn't select a 4-wood or 3-iron. You can see we don't have those. So those are all grayed out for us. And of course, we don't have any of the approach shots because we're not within 100 yards. So obviously we're going to pick a club. And of course, we're going to choose a driver. And then we can hit the roll dice buttons. Okay, and the game will actually roll for you and give you results, and then you're going to input them. But as you can see, I'm actually rolling the dice. We rolled a 35, which is a 6, which is his wood, average woods. 35 is a 6 under the wood column. So that is a 6. So that is his average woods. We go back to the game caddy and we input this. We will tell it that we hit a 6. Boom. We just put 6 in there. Now, because we selected our average wood and iron, we can click this button here and another message will pop up. And it'll ask you, do you want to increase or decrease your shot left or right by 5 yards? That's what hitting your, if you're not an Apple Golf guy, but if you hit your average numbers, you tend to hit it straighter, so you don't have 5 yards left or 5 yards right. It kind of compensates for that. So it defaults to reduce by 5 yards, which is what you more than likely want because you're normally trying to keep the ball in the center. So we are going to choose that option and we just say choose. Okay. And we're going to take the shot. So we come down here, we say take the shot. All right, so what the game caddy now does is it tells us that our wood of 6, our wood is 6. If we look at the driver chart, if I can find the driver chart. There's the driver chart. All right, here's the driver chart. Our driver chart tells us if you use a driver and you roll a 6, you're going to go 255 yards, and you're going to go right 15. Okay? But because we hit our normal, we take the 15 and we move it 5 yards closer to the center line. So instead of 15 yards to the right, we're going to be 10 yards from the right. So we're going to be 255 and we're going to be right 10. And we can see in the game caddy, it's auto-calculated all this for us. And it says right here, we've gone a distance of 255 yards and we've gone 10 yards right. So I'm going to close this. So what we have to do then is actually go to our map and we need to go to 255 and we need to go to right 10, right 10. So 255, right 10 brings us right there. Maybe instead of using the overhead camera, maybe I'll use this camera because this one tends to work pretty good. Let's try this nonsense. There we go. All right. All right. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the camera already. All right. So 255, right 10 is right there, which is in the fairway. You can see that's in the fairway. But what we have to do now is we need to calculate our roll. And if we look at our actual player board for the result of the board, that is going to be a roll of 25 yards. And if we go to the game caddy, you can see down here in the bottom, in the left, kind of in the middle bottom, you can see where it says fairway roll of 25 yards. So what I'm trying to show you guys is this program does everything, kind of calculates it all out for you. And you can double check it by looking at the charts, but you don't really need to because, I mean, that's why you use this program is to kind of help figure out all the math for you and make it easier for you. Okay? So, but I'm going through it to show you that yes, this is, you don't have to input anything. The game caddy figures out what you did based upon, you told it, you rolled a 6 and you used a driver. It knows it went 255 yards, and it also knows that you hit your average W because you told it you did, and you wanted to take 5 yards off of the 5 yards off of the distance away from the center line. So instead of 15 yards, it went to 10 yards. And that's all there in the game caddy. I wanted to show everyone because I think people, it's important, people, especially if you haven't seen this, for you to understand that this program is designed and created to do this and take the math out of it, and it's accurate, and it's not making this up. It's not like randomly determining how far you go. It's using the actual APBA golf boards. So I mean, it's not randomizing what happens. It is using, just like you would use the book. Instead of using the book, you can use the game caddy to help you. Okay, so let's go back to the game caddy. Phoenix night, busy day coming up, so I need to get some sleep. Hope everything goes well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Sounds good, Phoenix. 2 o'clock, my friend. Don't forget, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself, Phoenix Knight, Rough Swordsman, and Patrick from Patrick Tutorials. The 4 of us are going to be playing Eldritch Horror tomorrow, right here on the channel, 2 o'clock. So, see you tomorrow. All right, anyways, let's go back to the game caddy now. So, down here in the bottom, the game caddy is telling us you're supposed to get 25 yards of roll. It doesn't add that in because let's say instead, right? If for whatever reason, let me get that out for a second. Hang on. I'm trying to get something out here. So let's say I would have mishit it and ended up, out here in the woods or whatever, right? Then I wouldn't get any roll. Or maybe I'm on like the edge and I'm only going to get half my roll because I'm in the rough. Okay? So depending on where you go. So the game caddy is saying, okay, you're supposed to get 25 yards of roll. How many yards do you actually roll? And in this case, because we're going to be rolling down the fairway, we get the 25. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here to where it says adjusted roll, and we're going to put in 25 because, yes, we're going to get the whole bonus. And you'll see up here, it's going to change that as soon as I click off. So you can see it adjusted our distance 280 right 10. 280 right 10 because it adjusted the roll. It added that to our 255. It added 25 more yards, and we got to 280. All right, so great drive by Curtis Strange. We're going to go, now we have to actually put that on our board. We're going to go to 280 right 10. Look at that. Boom. Just like that. So that's where our little thing is pointing, is where our ball ended up going to. That's lovely. All right. Now, what we do in the game caddy is we tell it, hey, update. Yep, this is what happened. We've got our distance. We did our roll. This is where we should be. Update. And we just hit the update button. And I have to, there we go. All right. You're going to get this little message over here. The message is going to say, okay, well, where did your ball end up? Did it end up in the fairway, in the intermediate rough, in the regular rough, in the deep rough, under a tree, stymied, in a bunker, in a sandway trap, in a green, on the tee? What happened to your ball? So we obviously have selected fairway because that's where we're at. And And if there's any special lies based upon the course information or anything, you would check these different buttons over here. But this is perfect. We're in the fairway, so I mean that's simple. I'm trying to make it look more complex than it really is because it's really not that complex. It is very smooth and simple and easy. I'm just trying to go through it nice and slow so you all can see it in its action. And I'm also doing it for myself to make sure I don't miss anything. So all I have to do is click on the record button. And what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Well, it's a great question. What's going to happen? Several things. It's going to, down in the bottom left-hand corner, it's going to record that shot we just took. All that information right there. We intended 280 yards. We ended up being 10 to the right. We're lying in the fairway. And then it's going to come up here and it's going to adjust or carry, or it's going to adjust where the pin is left for us. All right. So it tells us our current ball location, right? All right. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything, right? All right. The other important thing it shows us here is right here in this box here. It gives us our information. Our last hole was a par, but we're on our first hole, so that doesn't really matter. Our current lie is in the fairway. And then it tells us we are short-sighted. That's kind of important because if we go to say, hey, we're going to aim. We're going to try and aim at the pin because, yeah, the pin for us is, let's kind of scoot this down a little bit and see if we can see this a little bit better here. There we go. So we are currently, obviously, let me get a pen or something. Let's see what we got here. So this is, if you're not an APBA golf player, this is the center line. And you can see our ball is here on the right of the center line, and the pin is also on the right-hand side of the center line, which means we have short-sighted ourselves, which means the pin is on the same side as we are. And in APBA golf, that is a very important thing. When you're on this side, you can't aim at the pin because you're short-sighted yourself. If the pin was on the other side, like if we were shooting at number 1 or number 2, then we could aim at the pin. And in the game caddy, when we use it, if we forget this rule or we try to do it and we say, hey, we're gonna aim 10 yards to the left. Oops, 10 yards to the left. The game caddy won't stop you from doing it, but what it's going to do is it's going to change this box right here, and it's going to be red, and it's going to be, wait a second, buddy, are you sure you want to do this? Because you might be doing something against the rules, so are you sure you can do this? So that's why you should always check up here to find out your current lie and your position and everything. And maybe you meant to click on working the ball. Now that's a different story, right? That's a different story. And I should mention this as well. You will notice a lot of times when I put in information or whatever, let's say I put in 10 yards here, right? It doesn't actually update anything until you click into another box. So once you click into another box, that's when the game caddy updates. So you can see when I clicked in the next box, it changed that information. So when I come in here and I take that out, right, I have to click on another box before Game Caddy will actually update itself. Okay. So I can work the ball. So if we look at Curtis Strange, and we're only 125 yards, so we're pretty close to the green. So we're going to be using an iron. He has an iron of 5. So 5, anything odd number means you tend to hit everything to the left. Anything with an even number means you tend to hit everything to the right. So he tends to hit everything with his irons to the left. Well, that's bad news for us because obviously if a ball goes left and we aim at the center line, which is all we can do is aim at the we can aim at the center line and the ball ends up going left, it's going to end up over here. We don't want to be over here. Actually, let's just move that out of the way. So we're trying to get to pin position number 4. All we can do is we can line it up with the middle of the center line. So we can end up landing the ball here, right? And then maybe you'll mishit it and maybe you'll go right, which is a possibility, but probably not, because he has a odd number, which tends to mean it goes to the left. So what I want to do is I am going to work the ball 5 yards. Work the ball. I'm going to work the ball 5 yards to the right. Okay? And you'll notice what will happen up here. We'll get up here once I click on another box. Right? As soon as I do that, it's telling us that we're aiming 125 yards and we're aiming 5 yards to the right. Or we're trying to work the ball 5 yards to the right. All right. So let's take our shot. All right, we click the all-in-one menu. Now, we look down the column. He is a 5 with his iron, so we look down the 5 column. And we're going to look for something that's 125. Well, we don't have a 125. We have a 120. And being a little bit short is going to probably be okay. So we're going to look at a GW. I think that's a gap wedge. So we're going to click on the gap wedge. Right there. All right. And now, the other thing I could do, I could go with a pitching wedge and knock it down, which is a possibility too, because that will take some of the wind out of it. We don't have to worry about wind in this situation because there's no wind. It's a calm day, but it'll also lower. You know what? That's a good idea. We're going to go with a pitching wedge, actually, now that I think about it. And we're going to choose knockdown right here. We're going to tell it it's going to be a knockdown shot. All right. So we selected knockdown and pitching wedge. So it's going to be 130 yards. Knock it down. I think they take 5 yards off. So it'll be 125, which will be perfect for us, assuming that we can roll halfway decently. Let's see what we roll for Curtis Strange over here. Let's see where we end up. He rolls a 46. 46. 46. That's probably not a great. And I is going to be 6. Ooh, that's not good because that's going to make us go right. And then we're working the ball right. So that's not going to be good. So we ended up with a 6. What I can do, I'm going to take you back to the game caddy here. So instead of using this table here, what I can do is I can actually come over here to the pitching wedge. And I think I can, maybe I can't. Let's see. Knockdown pitching wedge. Maybe I have to do it from here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right. The reason I wanted to use this as opposed to the main screen, and again, the way I did that was just, if I go back, all I have to do is go to the main screen. If you know what club you're using, right, you don't need to use the all-in-one. It's just helpful. If I know I'm going to use the pitching wedge, I can just click on the pitching wedge. It'll take me right to those boards. But you can also get to them by going to the clubs section. All right. The reason I wanted to use this is because we're using the shot making ability here. And we're going to need to know this information because we're working the ball. So we rolled what did we end up rolling? A 46, which is a 6 with his iron. So we click on the 6. Yeah. So knockdown was yes. It was not our average W. No. And now we have to roll again. We have to roll for our shot making. He is a B in the shot making. And that is a 61 in the shot making. And their iron is a 5. That is his normal. He did roll a 5. So 61 is a 5 with the iron. So if we look at that, 5. And shot making is going to be, he's a B, so -5. So we were going and moving it 5 to the right. All right, so we ended up a 5. B is a -5. So instead of going 5 to the right, it went 0 to the right because it's a -5 there. So you can see he didn't work the ball as far as he wanted to, which is actually that is going to make me a little bit happy, I think. So knockdown, we went 120 yards because we were using a knockdown shot, and it went right 5. Yeah, okay. So we're going to transfer this shot. I'm just trying to remember if I have to do something before I do that. All right, we used a pitching wedge. We got a result of 6 here. And we got a result of 5 here. That was not that. That was not that. And we're going to take the shot. All right, so we end up right at the pin. That is like, wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. We have, oh, actually, no, because we lose -5 on the green. So adjusted roll is going to be -5 because we land. Let's see where we land. We landed 405 right 5. So let's see where 40. I think 405 right 5 is right where we wanted to be. All right, so we got 275, 80. Let's scoot you guys up a little bit. Of course, the glare is going to be horrible. All right. So 275, 80, 90, 405, right 5. Wow. That is going to be an amazing shot. Now, unfortunately for us, we get -5 roll, so we're going to get some backspin on that sucker, and it's going to come right back right there. That's where we're going to end up after that wonderful shot. It's almost like we know what we're doing. I don't know. That is crazy. All right, so we're going to adjust the roll. -5. Again, click on there. It's going to put us at 400 right 5. And we are going to close this menu. And we're going to update. And we're going to be on the green. And we are going to be one little straight edge away from the pin. We're going to calculate our distance 4 feet. We're 4 feet, baby, for my birdie. Wow. Okay, we're going to go to the putting boards. This is Oops, oops. I keep forgetting to switch you guys. Sorry. Let me go back. Go back to my caddy here. So we ended up over here. It was -5 on the green. We adjusted that roll, so it took it from 405 right 5. It put us at 400 right 5, and then we're one straight edge away, so we put 1 in there. And it randomized. We hit the calculate button right here, and it calculated we're 4 feet away. And then we just click on players to putting boards. And you can click on that, and it'll actually take you to the putting board. But now that I've came back to my caddy, he wants to be a pain in the ass. All right, there we go. All right, so we're 4 feet away, my friends. Right there it is, 1 to 26, and the putt is in. If we go for it, we are definitely going to go for it. We are definitely going to go for it. Now, if you didn't want to, roll for yourself, you could just use the game caddy, but I'm rolling my own dice here. I just say 14. Let's hope that's in. Putts, he's a 14. 14, 1 to 26, and it is in. The hole. It's a birdie. It's a birdie. It's a birdie. So we just come in. Oops, you guys again can't see because I keep forgetting to click you back. So here's the putting distance. We're at 4 feet. Up top is the go for it, and down here is the safe. So depending on if you're going for it or going safe, we're going for it. So 4 feet. We rolled at 14. 1 to 26 is in. So we're just going to come under our thing, and we're going to say in. Boom, just like that. I'm going to go like that. Make it nice. And then we can transfer the putts to the scorecard. Just like that. And there is the golf caddy scorecard. And you can see we are playing player 1, Curtis Strange. We have the course, which we didn't put the name in. I guess we should have done that. The pin position, the wind is calm, the conditions are normal. And you can see hole number 1 is a par 4. We got 3. We got it in the fairway. We had a green and 1 putt. And there is our -1 score. Look at that. Whoa, look at that. Who would have thunk we would have been so good at this game? I mean, I am so good at this game. Whew, I tell you, I am so good at this game. All right, so now we're going on to hole number 2. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Metro DC. I'm going to transfer a hole. I'm going to put in number 2. I'm going to say okay. And you can see this is a par 3, 195 yards. And if we go back to our player board, you can see... This is, yep, it's a par 3. Now this shows 204 yards. Game Caddy is telling us 195, and that's because that is to the center of the green. The center of the green is 75, 85, 95. Yeah, I would question this 204 yards because this is 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. 205 is like way back here. 205 is way back there. So I don't know why they say it's 204 yards, par 3. Anyways, our pin is there. That pin says it's 195, 75, 85, 95, right 5. So we want a 195, right 5. If I may, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Let's go for that shot. That's what we're aiming at. Okay, so let's see in the game caddy what we can do about this now. So once again, on par 3s, you cannot aim. You can work the ball, which we might want to do that again because he tends to go left with everything. But if he hits it right and we try to make it go right, it's going to end up way over here in the in the rough or whatever. So he tends to hit everything left, which will bring it over here. So if we work the ball a little bit right and he does hit it left, we got a big fat open part in the center of the green. But if we have to work the ball to the right and he hits it right, we're going to end up over here, which is Curtis Strange is either going to have a really good hole or he's going to have a really bad hole. But I think what we're going to do is we are simply going to go back to the game caddy here. And we're going to work the ball 5 to the right again. I have faith in Curtis. We're going to work it. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't hook it left. That's all I'm hoping, that he doesn't hook it to the left. All right, let's see what he does here. Oh, well, first of all, we need to pick a club. Let's go back and pick a club. What kind of club are we going to pick? All right, what do we need? 195. And he hits a, see, anything 4-iron and up. Ooh, he would have to hit. Ooh, he would have to. Oh, yes, this is going to be a problem because he hits 210 or 190. Do we have a 4-wood? 4-iron. We do have a 4-iron. That is actually considered a wood, though. That's what that dark black line is. So actually, a wood tends to make him go to the right. So we are actually going to aim left. So for you non-golfers, non-APBA golfers, and again, I am not an expert at this game at all. I am not an expert at APBA golf at all. I know like 3 rules and that's it. And that's from playing the game caddy. So if I'm getting something wrong, I apologize. But on a par 3, you're not allowed to aim. You can only work the ball. And depending on which club you use, which I believe is what that dark line represents, if you're hitting a 4-iron or higher, you use your wood results. And if you hit a 5-iron or less, you're using your iron results. In our case, we are using a wood. He has a 6 value. And again, if you're just joining us, with golfers, if you have an odd number, you tend to go left. And if you have an even number, you tend to go right. Just as a helpful. Odd, you tend to go to the left. You don't always go to the left, but you tend to favor the left. And to the right, or if you even, you go to the right. So we are a wood 6, which means we're going to tend to go to the right, which is where we want to go. We want to go 5 to the right. So I think we just aim straight down the middle, and if he goes to the right a little bit, boom, that'll be fine. If he goes too far, then I'll be mad. All right, I think we just roll for it now. So what club are we going to choose? That's the next problem on the thing. We need 195 yards, which a 195 would put us at 3-iron. We don't have a 3-iron. We have a 2-iron and a 4-iron. A 2-iron is going to put us at 205. And a 4-iron is going to put us at 185. But we will get a little bit of a roll. Probably 5 or 10 yards. So I'm thinking 4-iron. We're going 4-iron. We're going with the 4-iron. All right, here we go. So again, that is a wood. So if we roll a 6 result, that would actually be good. 26 is a 7. He went left. Great. 26 is a 7, which means he went left. Going back to the game caddy here. Let's see how bad this shot ends up. We're going to tell it we went, oops, not 78. We went 7. And that is not our average W, so we cannot use that. It was not a knockdown. We can just take the shot. Right. We decided we were not going to work the ball. Damn it. Now let's see if it'll let us take the shot. All right, so it ended up going 180 left 5, and then we're going to get 10 yards a roll on the green. So it's going to end up being 180 left 5. Let's see how bad this shot ended up. 180 left 5. So, 180 left 5 is going to be right there on the This is where I always question what. So that is like the intermediate, but then it's going to roll 5, 10. It's going to roll 10 yards. So 5, 10. Again, when it hits that, it looks like it hits the rough there, right? So I would think if it rolls through the rough, you have to like half your distance, but it's not rolling through the rough. So I think in this case, it would give us the full 10 yards. And so then that's where we're going to end up. So down here again in the game caddy, I'm going to say, all right, we are going to get the 10-yard roll because, yep, lovely. Click elsewhere. It's going to tell us our final results. 190 left 5. 190 left 5. Yep, that's right where I'm pointing on the actual 190 left 5. Yep, right there. All right. That's where we're going to end up. So I'm going to, in the game caddy, I'm going to say, yep, we are right there. And we are going to be on the green. Record the shot. And we're going to be one straight and one diagonal away. Because we want to get here. So we can take a diagonal and a straight. So we're a diagonal and a straight away. So once again, in the game caddy, we say we are one diagonal, one straight, one diagonal. Oops, one diagonal. And then we can tell it to calculate how many feet we are away. 24 feet. All right. And then we just click on the players to the putting board. All right. 24 feet away. And it tells you there. Here's Curtis Strange if you're golfer 2 or golfer 3 or golfer 4 that you would have, obviously look at that thing. 24 feet away. So 20 to 24 feet, we need a 1 to 8 to make it. If you roll a 9 to 11, we leave it 1 foot away, 2 foot away. You know what? 24 footer, we're going to go for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. Let's see what we get here. We want a low number. I think always with putting, I think you always want a low. Here we go. 44. That sounds pretty low. That is a 9 under P for putting. That is a 9. 44 is a 9. Let's see what that does. Go back to the game caddy. Look under 20 to 24. Oh no, a 9. Are you kidding me? Oh, 1 to 8 it was in. 9, he left it 1 foot away. So we come here and we say, left it 1 foot away. Oh, so close to having that one go in. Instead, we're going to go for the par. 26 is an 18. And over here, 1 foot away, 18. 1 to 33 is in. So it's in. So Curtis Strange, unfortunately, misses. Put the in. And then transfer the putts to the scoreboard. And you can see, we had our par 3. We got a green regulation. It took us 2 putts. We ended up getting even bar. So we have no results there. After 2 holes, we are still 1 under. That sounds pretty nice. Let's go back to Metro DC. We're going to transfer hole number 3. And I don't think I'm messing up too many things. Because I don't want to make Steve mad at me. Again, if you're just joining us, you can find out more information about this program at the Game Caddy on YouTube. or you can also look at the Game Caddie webpage, or you can email smuller9@gmail.com and say, hey, I saw Jester playing with your program. This looks so cool. I would like a copy. Would you send me a copy? I would say so many nice things about you if you could send me a copy of this game. And I bet you, if you're really nice like that, he'll send you a copy. Here we go, par 4, 455. There's a big beast coming out. A big beast coming out. Look at this one. Woo! All right. So, back over here, the Game Caddie. Here we go. Current is strange after 2 holes. All right, here we go. So it tells us we got to go 450 yards. And it's left 5. That's exactly, if we look at our little cheat sheet here, right? We're trying to get down here. Looking at pin position number 4, it is 450 yards, left 5. That is where we're aiming, right there. Boom. In fact, I'm going to put our little chip there so I can remember. So if we can get our second shot to be over here on the right side, we would then not be short-sighted, and we can actually aim at the pin if we wanted to. Fortunately for us, Curtis Strange tends to hit his drives to the right. So this hole sets up decently for him. If he hits it well, let's see what he does. We're going to take a driver. I'm not going to switch it back to the Game Caddie. I'm just going to let you know what we're doing. We're just going to aim down, or we're just going to hit it down the middle. And we're going to use a driver to see what happens. Here we go. Uh-oh. 54 is a 16. That does not sound good. Let's go to the Game Caddie now and put in that information. So we said we're using a driver, and we ended up at 16 rolling. We're going to take the shot. So it tells us we end up at 245 right, 25. That does not sound like something that's going to make me very happy. Let's see how upset I'm going to be. Let's see how upset I'm going to be. So he ends up hitting at 245 right, 25. So here's 245 right there. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're in the intermediate rough. We're on the first cut, the intermediate rough. And I believe, and again, I am not a rules expert in APBA golf at all, but I believe in the first cut, do you get your full roll or do you get half the roll? I don't know. Do I need to look this up? I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm going to look it up real quick. Right, aiming the ball. Carry and roll. All right. A ball landing in the intermediate rough, it rolls the same as the fairway. There we go. Balls landing in the rough roll half the distance. So the question is, so this does say rough on it. This does not say intermediate rough, but I believe intermediate rough is the first, the definition of it. I don't know what the definition is, but I can tell you what, let's see, it said work at 2.0. Let me look at 2.0 because I think that might give us the definition of intermediate rough. I believe intermediate rough is the first square outside of the fairway is intermediate rough. Everything else is considered rough. I think this is intermediate rough, and according to that rule, we are looking at full roll. intermediate rough. It says C 2.0. C, like it's in SEE, not like the letter C. It says C, like go and look at 2.0. So if we look at 2.0, a ball is in the intermediate rough if it lies in the rough 1 square away from the fairway. When a ball is in the intermediate rough, use the intermediate rough lie chart prior to hitting the shot. Use the fairway column when playing from the intermediate rough. There you go. There's our rules. We figured it out. We are damn good, I tell you. Okay, so back to what we were looking at. So we are going to be right alongside that intermediate rough. We're going to just go, and we would get a roll of 30 yards, actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we are going to be right there, 275, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right 25 is where we're going to end up. 275, right 25. Now let's see if the game caddy doesn't screw us. All right, we're going to get a 30-yard roll. And I got to stop hitting the keyboard incorrectly. In fact, I might move the keyboard over here where I can actually use it. And now that I put that adjusted roll in there, look at that. 275, right 25. It's like the game caddy's been programmed correctly and all. That's great. So we can close this. We can update and take this shot. And we're going to be in the intermediate rough. Intermediate rough. We're going to record that shot. Not a bad shot, to be honest. Okay. Cool thing is, when we look at our screen, or our map again, right? When we talked about it, we wanted to be on the right side because the pin's on the left side. If we wanted to, we could aim. So the distance we have left, unfortunately, is 180 yards. We still got a ways to go. 180 yards and left 5. But I think, let's look at our charts here. Let's go back to the game caddy here. So if he hits... It's a 4-iron, 185 yards. 4-iron, 185 yards. Now, again, that is a wood, which means he would go to the right. He would go to the right. We do not want to go right. We want to go left. So I am going to actually aim. I'm going to aim 5 yards to the left. You can see up here, it says we're going to try and go 180 yards, and we're aiming 5 left. And notice it did not change the color of our aim chart because we're not doing something illegal. So I'm thinking 6, 4-iron. How much roll do we get on that? Let me see how much roll we get on that. Let me look at my actual chart. What are we doing to 4-iron? Let's look at these 4, 2, 3, and 4-iron. Let me look at the 4-iron chart. So if he rolls a 6, it's going to be, on the green, it's going to be 10 yards. It's going to be 10 yards. It's going to be 10-yard roll. So 185 is going to go to 195. 195 would put it a little bit too far for us. I think you know what we're going to do? Yeah, it all depends on where it lands. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to hit, can we hit a knockdown 4-iron? Which would take 5 yards off. So we're going to go with a 4-iron. Can we use a knockdown with a long iron like that? Let's see. Oh, we can. Okay. See, again, I'm not an expert on this rule. So we're going to go down to that. Knocking it down is going to be 180 plus the 10-yard roll is going to put us at 190. And then we're aiming 5 yards to the left. Let's hope he doesn't mess this up. All right. Here we go. Go down to club, says Tim. I think, if we go down a club, That's interesting because he could hit a 5-iron 180. You know what? I'm thinking. So I think Tim might be onto something. We can go with the knockdown 4-iron, but why? Let's go with the 5-iron. A 5-iron again for Curtis Strange, right? If it's an iron, it's actually, he hits irons pretty good. He hits them with a 5. Woods he doesn't hit as far. He hits them with a 6. So this is actually going to be left as well. Maybe we don't want to aim left then. Actually, let's get rid of this. We don't need to aim. We can just let it go. And if he goes a little left, fine. We want it to go left anyways. So if we go 5-iron, he's going to hit that. We look under the 5 column. He would hit a 5-iron, 180 yards. We get 10 yards roll, which would put it right at 190. And if it goes 5 yards left, we'll hit the pin and fall in. That's how great this shot is going to be. Good idea, Tim. That's why I keep you around. All right. Let's see what Curtis does. Oh. He is knocked our thing off here. If I can find it right there. There's where he is. Okay. One. Oh boy, that is not good. That's a 4 result. That is a 4. That is a 4 result. Okay, well, let's see what he ended up doing with this sucker. We are going to put the short result in as a 4. All right. We're going to take the shot. We did not knock that down anymore. We did not go left or right at all. We just went normal. And a 4 is going to go right again, isn't it? Damn. Curtis, what are you doing to me? Take the shot. He went 465 right 5. And that's not going to be great. Let's see. 465 right. 465, you went right 5. Okay, well, let's see how bad that ended up. 465, 425, 30, 40, 50, 60. Wow. Wow, that is horrible. That is way over. He clobbered that one. 425, 35, 45, 35, 45, 55, 60. 465, which puts him off the back of the green there. And right 5, which puts him right there in the... That is going to be the intermediate rough. Okay. So this is a tricky one because it's in the intermediate rough because it's the first square off the green. So you would get the full roll, but after the first 5 yards, it's now not in the intermediate green. So I think it then takes and does half distance, but half of 5 is still 5. So I think we're still going to get the full roll afterwards. He crushed it way past. Oof, brutal. That is, yeah. It is weird because in like APBA golf or APBA baseball, 1-1 and 6-6 are like your best results in that. You get the home run, but it's the power hit, right? You get the power home run. Same thing in golf. When you roll 1-1 and 6-6, they like kill it. They kill it. So yeah. All righty. So we end up getting our adjusted roll. We're going to take the 10 yards. we're going to update. We're going to be in the rough. And I call it the RR, the rough. But it's called regular rough. It's not the deep rough. It's the regular rough. The rough, RR. Yeah, good thing that wasn't a 4-iron. Yeah, that's true, Tim. You might have saved my bacon on that one. You might have saved my bacon. But we're in the regular rough this time. Record the shot. Which means we're going to have to use the, if you're not an APBA golf player, right? You have a column for your tees and fairways. And then you have rough in the center and then sand over there. So if you're hitting out of the sand, even worse. All right. Let's see what we got now, though. Okay, we are 25 yards from the pin. So this is where APBA for me gets a little tricky. But basically what you're doing is you're counting back to the center line here, 5 yards back to the center line, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is the distance. So we're basically going 25-yard shot. And in the game Caddie, again, I'm not a professional at these ones, but you can, we're calling a 25-yard shot. It's 25 yards to the pin, right? And I think we can use the all, can we use the all-in-one button? Yes, we can. We're going to call a 25. We're going to call a 25-yard chip. Right. I'm trying to remember if there's anything special I need to do with this. I don't believe there is, but I'm trying to remember. Again, this around the green is there's some special rules for it. So if I get it wrong, it'll be all right. But I think you're counting back. It doesn't really matter the distance left or right. It just matters how far back to the center line. And that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we can aim 25. And then we can aim left 5, which would put us right at the pin. That might be something to do, though. I'm just looking at the game Caddie again. So I think we just do a chip and we just look at the distance. This tells us that we're right here, 25 yards. We're heading from north of target. If I click this, right, I think there's the whole north, south, east, west based upon. I'm heading north of the target. Yeah, this is something I might need to look up again and review, but we're just going to go with a 25-yard chip shot here. I'm not going to try and work it extra and try to get it at the pin. If we can get it close, that's fine with me. Pretty strange. What are you going to do? Maybe don't stinky. 25-yard. This is a approach shot, I believe. 36 is a approach of 6. It's an A of 6. 6. Take the shot. 450 left 5. Let's see how that worked out for us. That seems like it might be a good 450 left 5. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, we're right at the pin. 450, right? Is that 450 left 5 is where we ended up. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yes. That is awesome. We rolled a 36. which again was a 6 with his approach. I think he used approaches when you're 100 yards or closer. And that happens to be, it's telling me 405, left 5 is where we end up. 405, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Left 5 is right at the pin. That, we'll take that. I'm not going to argue with that. That's where we wanted to be. We're going to update that. And we're going to be on the green. Record that shot. And we're going to have an awesome opportunity here because we are 0 feet away. We're going to calculate. 7 feet? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, we got ripped off. What kind of roll was that? Oh my gosh. Ah, that is terrible. Oh, you guys didn't see that. So we're 0 straights and 0 diagonals, and it still rolled 7 feet away for us. Boo. Let's go to the putting boards. 7 feet. We need a 1 to 20 to make this for par. 1 to 20 to make it for par. Curtis Strange needs a 1 to 20 to make this. Let's see. 32 is a 20. It's a 20. He rolls it around the cup and it falls in. A 20. And that sucker is in. And click out. Transfer putts. And there you go. We did not hit a green in regulation. Nope. We didn't hit a fairway in regulation. Nope. We only one putt though. We ended up par on that hole. So after 3 holes, we're still 1 under. Whoa. Who would have thunk it? It's almost like we know what we're doing. Almost like we know what we're doing. We're going to play another hole because I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast. Let's go to this one. What is this? Par 4, 427 yards. Little dog leg to the right. We won't have to worry about that much. Let's get it on. Curtis, if you could roll a good hit this time, that'd be awesome. So again, back in the game, Caddie. If we're not doing anything wrong, we should be okay. Metro DC. Transfer hole. Hole number 4 coming up, sir. Thank you. Here we go. All right, so we definitely don't want to go right on this one. And he tends to go right. So we're going to aim 10 yards to the left. 10 yards to the left, Curtis. 10 yards to the left. All right, let's see what we can do. 10 yards to the left. Nope. On woods, it's an even number. Even number, you go right. So drivers, anything from 4 iron and up is going to go right. It's a 6. Irons are left. 5. He rolls 5. Those are even. I'm sorry, those are odd. So his irons go left. His woods go right. Let's see what we got. 41 is a 7. That's going to go left. And we were aiming left. So it's going to go even farther left. 41 is not what we needed, Curtis. Why do you do this to me? Why? Why? What did I ever do to you? What did I do? All in one menu. Again. Go, bring it up. We're going to use the driver. We ended up with a 7. Is that what I said? Yes, 7. Boo. And it'll auto calculate in our distance and everything there. Take the shot. 250, left 20. Oh boy, let's see what that ends up with. 250. Well, there's 250. Left, 5, 10, 15. Oh, we're in the intermediate rough. We're in the intermediate rough. How much of a roll are we going to get? 250. Ooh, so, oh boy. Oh boy, here is, okay, so here is question time, because right at 250 is where this turns, right? So do you use the 250 here because you were coming this way? Like we were coming, the ball was coming down this way. So should we use the 250 here and count over 5, 10, 15, 20? Or do we go down this line right here? I think we use this line. Do you guys see my dilemma? Let's see if I can bring you up into my dilemma here. So right at the 250 mark, yeah, that's where it bends. So there's the 250 mark that goes out this way, and then there's the 250 line that goes along with the bend. I think we use the bend. 5, 10, 15, 20, and then we're going to roll 5, 10, 15, 20, and we're going to end up back in the fairway. Look at that. Lovely shot. Lovely shot. Let's see where our pin is. Pin position 4. Oh, look at that. Lovely. We didn't even short side ourselves. Lovely. All right. All right, so back in, we should get 25 yards, even better. Hang on a second. 250, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 450 left 20. And then we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, which should put us at 275 left 20, right in the fairway. That is 270, again, for you missing this, 250, 5, 10, 15, 20. So we're right there on the edge. Then he rolls 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, which should put us at 470 or 275 left 20, and we're right in the middle of the fairway. All right, so we will close that. We're going to do our adjustment of 25 yards. Boom. That's going to take us to 275 left 25. Update. Boom. We're in the fairway. Lovely. Record the shot. Let's move on. Oh, and you guys missed all that, but you didn't really miss much. You saw what I did before. Just basically hit the adjustment roll in there. It adjusted it. We just hit the update. Boom, we're done. All right, so we have 145 yards to go. And this just happens to be, just 5 yards from the center line. 5 yards from the center line. So I think we just aim for the center and hope for the best. Hang on, he's going to be using an iron, which is going to go left. So we will actually aim at the pin. So we're going to aim 5 yards to the right. So back in Game Caddie here. Let's see if I can remember. Right. We're going to go, we're going to aim 5 yards to the right. Actually, he tends to go left. Do we go 10 yards to the right? That'd be a little risky going 10 yards to the right. Right, if we go 5 yards, but we go to the 10 yards and he hits it all to the right, we're going to be way over here. I think we just go 5 yards right and hope and pray that we can get something close. All right, let's try that. Here we go. We're aiming it right at. We're actually aiming right at the pin. We're aiming at the pin, baby. $65. He rolls. He's 65. Unfortunately for us. Oh, hang on. Nope. He doesn't do any of that. Because we have to go and pick a club and everything yet, which we didn't do. So let's re-roll. All right. So I need. He's going to be hitting an iron. We need 145 yards. That's a 9 iron. 140. plus a roll of 5 yards is 145. Yep. So that's a 9-iron. All right. So we're going 9-iron. 9-iron. Not a knockdown. None of that. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, boom. And then let's see what happens. So if we would have taken the roll, right, which ended up being a 6, so that's what I'll put in. I don't want to cheat and re-roll and get a good result. So we'll just put the 6 in. Take the shot. We end up 405 right 10. 405 right 10, which is going to be in the intermediate rough, and then plunk. We're going to end up in the bunker. Right. Oh, you guys can't see any of this. God, I hate this. Switching back and forth. This guy is a nightmare. That's true. You ended up flying 405 right 10. So 405 takes us to there. Right 10 takes us right there. He lands right between the bunker. Unfortunately, we actually, no. Actually, we don't roll any. We don't roll anything with this club. I thought we were going to end up in the bunker, but no. According to Game Caddie, we roll 0. We roll 0. Let's go to the Game Caddie. You can see down here, we roll 5 yards on the fairway, but on the green, we roll 0. So we're going to end up 405 right 10. An update. We can close that. 405 right 10. We're going to update, and we're going to end up. And that is going to be intermediate rough because it's the first half square. It's the first half square. Let's see if I can bring this over. The first half square from the fairway. There's the fairway. So it's the first. So it's going to be the intermediate rough. Right there. So back in there, we got really lucky. We're going to click on the intermediate rough and record that. All right, so we're literally on a chip shot from 10 yards away now. 10 yards away. We literally have a chip shot right from there. 10 yards is all we need to go. So, we are going to go back to the Game Caddie and we're going to look at this. Oh, I forgot to, wait, did I update this? Yes. Okay. So 10 feet, we're going to call it 10 feet. Right? Yeah, 10 yards. You're right. It is 10 yards. I did update this, right? So it shows. I just wonder why it's all grayed out. That's what I was wondering. It's like it didn't record the shot, but the shot is recorded. That was our second shot. Yeah, because it says current ball location, 405, right 10. I'm sure it's me, and I'm just not sure what I'm doing. Nerd Workshop, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for all your help. Not sure why it's not letting us do a 10-yard chip. That's why it's like it's trying to use our 9-iron still. So it's almost like It's almost like it's not recorded, but it looks to me like it recorded that shot. So I'm sure it's something I did. You got all my stuff. All right. I haven't checked my email yet, so once you figure out a price, just let me know. Figure out what I owe you and just let me know. So what am I forgetting to do here? What am I forgetting to do about a 10-yard maybe those are approach caddy. This is our approach here. 10 yards. Did I say no? I said we were in the intermediate rough. I did not say we were on the green. So why would it not? I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Just trying to think what I'm doing wrong here. Sorry. Looks like I recorded the shot. 405. Right 10 in the intermediate rough. 405. Right 10 in the intermediate rough. Yep, that's where I got the ball. We're trying to get it to 415. Right 5 is where we're trying to get it to. So how do I get it to go? How do I get it to do this 10-yard little chip that I'm trying to do? What if I click path? What does it do? Approach from the south. Yep, okay, that's fine. Oh, now, that was interesting. Okay. So I clicked on the path, and now it brought up the menu, and I can click on the 5 to 10 yards. All right, and let's roll and see what he gets on his. I believe this is still considered an A for approach. I think this is an A for an approach shot. Let's see what he rolls. 55 on an A is a 4. I don't know where that's going to put us, but we're going to put that information in. See, it says shot taken down here. I just put this in. I'm going to reset the shot. Coming in from the south, 5 to 10 yards. I rolled a 55, which was a 4. I put the 4 in there. Now I can click take shot. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. All of a sudden I am like, I'm off my A game here. I don't know. I think a Nerd Workshop showed up, and so I clicked on this. Now I click on the 4, and now I put the 4 in there, and I can say take shots. So it says close. It ended up going 415 dead center. 415 dead center. So if you can look at 415 dead center, 4, 5, 10, 15. So we are one straight edge away from the flag. One straight edge away. All right. So we are update on the green, record. We are one straight edge away. Calculate 8 feet away. Let's go to the putting boards. 8-footer. We're going for an 8-footer. Come on, baby. Don't blame me. You had problems long before I met you. All right, let's see what he gets here. 45. 17. That does not sound like a low number. 45 is a 17. Let's go to the player board. We are, how many feet was he away? 13? No, he wasn't 13. Was he 13? I think he was 8 feet. He was 8 feet away. Why does it say 13? Yeah, it says initial distance 13. Why does it say 13? What the hell? But 8-foot putt. 1 to 20. What did we roll? 45. Which is 17. It's in. It's in the hole. 1 to 20. And I rolled a 45, which is a 17. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Another great in. Wow. He's 1 put, 2 put, 1 put, 1 put. That's, wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. It was it was news of more games coming that threw him off. Oh, that's too funny, Tim. That is too funny. That's probably accurate though. That's probably I was like all flustered, like I got more stuff coming now. What? What? All right. Do you guys want to see one more hole? Should we do another one? Should we do number 5? Ooh. Ooh, this one's ooh. This one's look at this one. This is crazy. It's a double, but you hit it into here, so you go through one, and then you hit through another one. So I don't think that even matters. Don't think it even matters. We want to hit 250, and there's a little bit of room over there on the right, so we're just going to hit it normal. Normal driver, let's go. Let's go. Normal driver, here we go. What hole is this? Number 5. So we go back to Metro. Transfer. Hole number 5. Let's go. Let's do this. Hole number 5 it is. We're going right down the middle of the driver. No adjustment needed. Take the shot. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we do. You have fun, my friend. I'm going to bed. Yeah, all right. See you later. Take care. Let's see what we got here. Ugh. This camera wants to not cooperate as usual. All right. 21 is a 7, which again is left. Oh my gosh. Why are you doing this to me, Curtis? Why? Take the shot. So it's going to go 250. 250. Right 10. Really? 250 right 10? Oh, I think we broke the game. I think we broke the game. I seriously think we broke the game. We were not aiming right. We were not aiming left. We were not aiming right. We just simply went to hit it. But this shows us. It shows us here, right? Carry 250 left 10. And then it's supposed to get a. So this is right. Why up here does it show us that we end up going 250 right 10? Is that because of the dog leg? Oh, we do have yes and dog leg applies. Second dog leg 290 effects are ignored. Okay, so there is probably the dog leg part of this is coming into play because it does say yes on here. So that is okay. All right, so we ended up 250 right 10, which is, I mean, that's right where we wanted to be. That's right where we wanted to be. That is perfect. So, yeah, let's see. So 250 right 10 is right there. Then we roll 25 more yards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 275 right 10. That sounds good to me. Let's do it. 25. Boom. So 275 right 20. Yep. Boom. Oops, we should probably close out of that. Record that. There we go. All right, after one shot, and now, ooh, look at where the pin is. Oh my God, this is gonna get crazy here. The pin, right there. It's the only one there, and look at that. We didn't short side ourselves. Look at that. You can see back in Game Caddie, it actually tells us good angle. You did good. You did good. We have 150 yards left. 150 yards. 150 yards. Again, that's going to be an iron. He's going to pull it left, which is good. So 150 yards. 8 iron. Now, do we get a roll with an 8 iron? Let's look. 8 iron. Roll. Let's see. I'm just looking at the actual board here. If you roll 8 or less, you don't get any roll. If you roll 9, 10, or 11, you get 5 yards. Mostly no roll. So we can figure mostly no roll. Mostly no roll with an 8 iron, I believe. And that's what I'm going to go with. So we are looking at 150 yards, which is going to be an 8 iron. We're going 8 iron. Going 8 iron. We're going straight at it. He's probably going to make it go left anyways. So let's roll it and see what he gets. I got to switch back and forth. This is crazy, but 36 is, this is a iron 17. That's not good. That is probably really bad. 17. To take this shot, it's going to go 420, right 15. Oh my God. 420, right 15. So let's see where that ends up. 75, 85, 90, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20. Right 15, 5, 10, 15. We are on the green. We land on the green. Now let's see, do we get a roll? We do not get a roll. So that's where it's going to plop down right there. Wow, that is going to be 2 diagonals and 2 straights away. 2 diagonals. Diagonal, straight. Ugh, that's not great. That's not a great shot. That is not a great shot at all. All right, so again, we have no adjustment on the roll. So we're going to update that. We're going to end up being on the green, though. We are 2 diagonals and 2 straights away. We're going to calculate it. 68 feet. Oh, boy. We're going to go under these, playing it safe. Playing it safe. Right here is what we're looking for. 68 feet away. Holy cow, Curtis, that was not a good shot. 26 is 18. How far away did he leave it? 18. Come on, you mouse. 18. We were playing it safe. 18 is actually 4 feet away. All right, so now we can hit a 4-footer in. So we go here and say, now we're going 4 foot. I roll a 42, which is a 23. Are you kidding me? I think he missed it. No, 1 to 26, it's in. Ooh, that was close though. It's in. Transfer the butts. Another par. So we started off the day with a birdie. Like right off the bat, birdie. Ever since then, par, par, par. Nothing but pars. Going crazy. Now I mean, this game can fly right along when you're not, flipping the screen back and forth. Let's do this par 5. Let's see if we can. Let's get another birdie before we call it a night. We got one more here, par 5 coming up. Let's see if we can do this par 5 shenanigans. It's a long one, 544 yards, and we're hitting over water. And here's where we're aiming. We're almost dead center. That's kind of cool. All right, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Nope, this screen first. Obviously, we're just going to go. Are we? Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to aim down the middle. Because he's been so inconsistent. I don't know if he's going to hit it left or right. I have no idea. We're going to aim down the middle. We're going to do the driver. 53 on the driver is a 9. That's left a bunch, I bet. Okay. So, CISA, no, Metro. Metro. Hole number 6. Oop, that's a 5. Let's do 6. All in one. We're in a driver. We rolled it up at the 9. 240, left 10. 240. 240. Let's see if I can bring this down here. 240. 240, left 10. 510. All right. And then roll is going to be 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we're in the fairway. It's fine. It's fine. We're in the fairway. So we will adjust the roll. 25. 265. Yep. 265 left 10. That's right where I'm at. Lovely. Close this. Update. We're in the fairway. Record our shot. We still got 1,000,000 miles to go now. Okay. We still have a long ways to go. I think we just want to lay it up. Let's see. We're at 265. 365. Let's see. Let's just see. We're gonna have to calculate this. So we're at 265. 365 is 100 yards. 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 150 yards. 155, 60, 65, 70. 170, 175 yards, anywhere in there would be fine. All right, so we're going to hit it 170. You know what? Let's just hit it with the 5-iron. Goes 180 yards. That's fine. And yeah, we're just going to aim down the middle. Let's go. So we're going to use an 8-iron. No, we're using a what was it? A 5-iron, sorry. 5-iron, we're aiming right down the middle. Let's roll and see what he ends up. 42 with an iron is a 5. That is actually, for the first time in like forever, is normal, which means we can keep it from going left or right. So we can put in a 5 there, and we can click on the average, and we're going to reduce it by 5 yards. We're going to take this shot. And it's going to put us at 455 dead center. Look at that. 445. So all we have to do is find the 450 marker and move it back 5 yards. Oh, look at that. It's right where that little red dot is. Oops, you guys can't see that. It's right where the little red dot is. That's where our ball is. So we are right there. Which means that we are... Oh, wait, what? It's... Oh, no way. It counts that as short-sighted when you're right dead center? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. That's... It says we are short-sighted, and even though we are exactly... Oh, we have to update. Wait a minute. Maybe it does. Maybe it won't. Update. Yes, we're at 445. We're right in the middle of the fairway. Record. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, no. Okay, we are a good angle. Okay. We're 105 yards away. 105 yards away. We got a 100-yard shot. We are approaching from 75 to 100 yards. Here we go. All right. And are we going to aim left? Left 5? This is going to be tricky. Let's see this. Let's move this thing on the way. So where's my little piece? Where the hell is my little piece at? Had it here, and now it's gone. I don't know where it went. All right, but we're aiming there. If we go an extra 5 left, that's fine. Because there's a big, nice little group, nice big area of green over there. If we go too far left. And I don't want to have them go right because that would be bad. So we are going to aim. We're going to go back to our... We're going to go back here. We are going to aim 5 yards to the left. All right, then we're going to take a 75 to 105 yard shot. Oops. Got to keep switching back and forth, don't I? I'm sorry. Trying to do the best I can, guys. Now, so we switch it over. We decided to go 5 yards left. And then we click on the 75 to 100 yard approach. And it takes us to our page. And then we are going to and we don't need to knock it down or anything. Let's just go. Here we go. Because this basically tells you how far away you are from the pin. Is that right? No? No, oh, that's right. You got to call out your distance you're hitting it. So we're going to call out 100 yards. We're just calling out 100 yards. Right? So we call out 100 yards, and then if we call out 100 and we go -5, then we go 95. If we call out 95 and we get a -5, we get, 90 yards. So we're calling out 100 yards. That's what we're aiming. That's what we're aiming for. Okay, let's see what we get. See what we get. 45 under approach is a 6. So under 6, you can see, oh, look at that. It's a 0. So we click on the 6. Okay, all right. Click on the 6. Transfer shots. 445. Wow, I think we hit it. I think we hit the pin again. Right? 445, left 5. 4. No, we hit it. Wait a minute. Let's go back here. We can roll to 6. Transfer shot. Oh, maybe. No, it didn't transfer. All right. One more time. Let's try that. What am I doing wrong? Is this our average? No, it's not a knockdown shot. We rolled a 6. Okay. Transfer the shots. Oh, so we gotta. Okay. No, we want to. We want to call 100 yards. How come I can't adjust that? Oh, and you guys can't see what I'm doing either, so sorry about that. Getting late. It's getting late. It's getting late. Yeah, sorry. It's getting late. This will be the last hole. Reset. I can't even reset. What is going on? It's like it's asking me for information that I don't have. All right. Can't go back either. So there we go. So I don't want to call I want to call 100 yards. I'm not sure how this got put into there. Approaching from the south. Roll this 45, which was a 6. There we go. There we go. There we go. Not sure what happened, but it went 550 left 5. 550 left 5 sounds like a lot better number. Let's look at our thing. 550. Here's 525, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, we hit the pin again. Look at that. We are on the pin. We are dead on the pin again. That is, what a shot by Curtis now. Thanks to me. Thanks to me. So we are gonna update. We're on the green. We are no straights and no diagonals away again. 7 feet. That's the second time that's done that to us. Man, it rolls. I think if you're at the pin, it's supposed to roll like. I must be doing something wrong with that because I thought if you were at the pin, it only rolled 1d6. That's crazy. It should know that we're at the pin, right? Yeah, because it says pin location 550 left 5. Our current ball is 550 left 5, so it should know. I thought if you were at the pin, it would be much better. And like if you rolled, you roll like 2d6. I think you roll 2d6, and then if you roll like a 12, it's just in, right, or something like that. I don't know the exact rule, and I'm not going to look it up. It's too late. So we're just going to go with the 7-footer and hope we can make a 7-foot putt. 7 foot. We need 1 to 20. We need a 1 to 20 again. 1 to 20 putting. Let's see if we can make the 7-footer. $64. It's a 23. Are you kidding me? Missed it. 23 is a 1 foot away. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. 1 fitter. 52 is a 21, but that's still going to be in. Another par. That's, I can't, you guys can't see anything. Yeah. What can I say? Damn. It gets to be a real pain in the ass switching screens like that. Back and forth, because I got to go in the software and tell it which board to look at, which screen to look at. And, I'm trying to keep things going, so I'm trying to look at what I'm doing and what I'm rolling and not look at what's on the actual screen. So, after 6 holes for 1 under, I cannot complain about that. That is true. So, yeah. We had some opportunities for some more birdies. Unfortunately, we just missed that par 5 one, which would have been great. I still think there was something wrong because two of these 6 holes, we put the ball right on the pin, like dead on the pin. So we got a bad rolls. I think you roll. I don't remember what that rule is, but because one diagonal or one straight line, right, is I thought one straight line was 2 6-sided dice. I could be wrong. Plus maybe a straight line is 2d6 plus 6 or something. I don't know. I'd have to. Let's look because it's gonna bother me all night until I figure this out. I'm sure it's in here somewhere, but Yeah. I don't know. I can't find it, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm sure somebody that knows APBA Golf will probably mention it somewhere in the comments section or something. So if you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, you can look down in the comments and see how well we did. I think we did pretty decent. We have course conditions normal. We have wind conditions calm. I can keep these little cards out. Hey. Wind condition calm. Course conditions normal. There we go. And that was randomly rolled, so we could end up with anything. But yeah, that's pretty good to know. I'm going to actually save. I save this now. We're going to save this. We're going to save this as B1. All right, we'll save this as B1, so we'll have it saved. So we can pick this up. We did 6 holes. We should get credit for these 6 holes. We did pretty good. I'm sure I probably missed a few things. That chip shot. I gotta look at the rules. Go watch his tutorial videos on the chip shots. And then I'm not sure what was going on with that dog leg thing. Let's just see. Yeah, the only course notes on that dogleg thing are second dogleg effects are ignored, except for tee shots. So we had a shot go left, and then we ended up, because of the dogleg, I believe, going right perfectly, right where we needed it to go. So that worked out for us, but there is some hole notes on some of the holes. Yeah, I think we did good. Thanks to you guys. So appreciate that for your comments and your support. And yeah, just go ahead and save that. All right, so we got it saved. So yeah, that was 6 holes. I think if I knew what I was doing and I played a little bit more, again, I went really slow. I kind of was showing everything off. You can get this for free. Just contact Scott Moeller. He will be more than happy to send it to you. And if you're an APBA Golf fan, you should, try it out. And it might be great for you, and it might not be. I think it's definitely one of these things where if you play APBA Golf, and the like, if you're like me, and the hardest part is just trying to figure out where the hell the ball goes and calculating all the distances and all that, this makes it so much easier to do that. So if I was just a little bit more proficient with this game, I'd be able to click through and play like a whole round of golf in maybe an hour. I'm telling you, when you got that going and you got your boards and everything, you just back and forth, right? When you're doing the live stream and you got to click and keep moving the camera back and forth and all that, it just slows it down to a crawl. But I think like you can get a whole round in probably an hour if you're just playing with the game caddy and the boards. Game caddy boards, boom, and you're not worried about recording or anything. So he has put a lot of work into this. So yeah, it is the best product on the market for APBA Golf. If you are an APBA Golf fan, definitely get it. Guy can swing an 8-iron though. Yeah, that's about the only good shot he had. Was the 8-iron. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I know it's late, so I appreciate it. You all have a good night. We'll see you all down the line. Till then, my friends, take care.